When you're falling, I'll be there above all. Now that is perfect. There we go.
But yeah,
Okay.
13 floor hole, isn't it?
Yes, the thing like it starts like right at the edge of the wall, but you can see it goes into the wall at some point, like the space between the wall.
Does it kind of go through every single room on its way down?
It goes through maybe 3 floors below it, and then for the rest of it, it's in the wall.
Okay, cool. So that is a whole section of the building that we're gonna have to recommend to get rid
Burn.
of, I think.
Well, in any case, we've wasted way too much time doing this.
Right. I'm doing like a slightly closer look for a minute, but Scrap, you're probably just jumping down, aren't you?
Yes, I am pretty much just.
And sorry, Firebrand, you still need to breathe and stuff, right? But you have a
yes,
rebreather.
I do. But I own a respirator as equipment, and I tried to get more filters before I left.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you have it. So you're kind of peering through this gross miasma as you're looking down this hole, and you can. It's not a pretty sight. So what is your game plan?
Hop.
All right, so you jump all the way down.
Yeah, hopefully I don't go through the floor. If I do, I mean, not the worst thing.
Yeah, and I'll just
Alright.
like look over at Ark and like tap my ear and go like, "Well, just say if it's safe down there, Scrap."
What?
So you hit the ground however long it takes for you to fall 13 stories. And
10 seconds.
yeah. You land in what seems to be like a sealed off part of the boiler room. And you can see from this side it looks like it's some sort of weird excretion that's been like built up to look like a part of the wall. So it's very strange. From this side it just looks like this gunk. But you don't know what it looks like from the outside. And you can see that there's a service door in this little boiler room area, as well as more like bones and empty food containers.
You get a little transmission over the thing, and just all I hear is, we need fire.
And then about 2 seconds later, Firebrand just kind of superhero lands next to you. What you called?
And he gestures towards the wall.
I am the god of hellfire.
All right, Firebrand rubs his hands dramatically and will melt what he needs to.
Okay, so you start melting that down, and it lets out a billowing, acrid smoke that stings your eyes a little bit as it kind of comes up.
And I've joined them down there.
This is what safety goggles are for, kids.
Yeah, and it kind of, it sets off the fire alarms on the basement as well.
Well, whatever.
They've already gone off, so they're just basically on like alert now.
Yeah.
As long as the sprinklers don't go off, I'm okay.
I don't know. I think sprinklers in a boiler room would actually be a bad idea.
So that you kind of burn it away, and you can see as it like falls in chunks over. There's a it just looks like the rest of the boiler room. You were just in like a small corner of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it just looks like this was a concealed part of the regular boiler room.
So they just kind of chunked it off. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of all ends here then, and it's just
There has to be
tunnel
more
behind it.
Well, no, I said there was like a hatchway.
Oh, okay, I missed that part.
I was gonna say I could use my senses to track now. So if we really needed to, we could do that.
I'm just gonna jiggle the hatch and make sure it's not like locked or anything.
It is not locked.
Okay, well, let's open it up.
As you open it up, there's the viscous, sludgy fluid is attached to it, stretching out in long strings as you open it up, and it feels warm down there, like warm and wet.
The guy, how long did you say that guy said he was here?
He didn't say. He just screamed at us.
What did the building records say? I know Haximus looked at them earlier.
Wait, do we have signal down here?
It's as long as there's technology in this glove.
Oh, that's right. We have hacker technology in 2 ways: hacks physics, hacks technology.
Yes.
Well, in any case, we're going downstairs or wherever this leads because this thing, whatever it is, needs to die.
Okay, so as you go down, you kind of come out into a small area that has another little hatch in it, but this hatch is open. You can see that it's one of the small little single person maintenance tunnels that go all throughout the city. But down here in this little antechamber, you can see there's this sludge and slop marked up all over the walls. And right in the center, there is what looks like some sort of nest. It's made out of like old egg cartons and like old bits of mattresses. Just a little nest off in the corner.
Fuck that. Hold on. Are you kidding? Never mind. Nothing happens, but he'll go in there and start tearing it up with his hands.
Okay, yeah, and like as you're like picking it through, the nest does have little trinkets in it, little shiny things, a couple of interesting bones, like a little action figure, stuff like that.
Yeah, Firebrand is like standing like a step back, and he has like his tablet out, and he's recording this.
How much light is in this area? I mean, do we have like
I
light
am
bulbs
a
on the
light.
wall? Okay.
Yeah,
We have firebrand light,
All right.
however much that is. Also, we have his iPad apparently, so we have a flashlight at
Mhm.
least.
and well, if Firebrand's like lighting it up and generating a bit of heat and light in this little area, you can see that with like the weird slimy growths on the wall kind of retract when he gets too close.
Mhm.
Let's
Well,
see. Light drink 1, so 30 feet partial. Okay.
after we tear apart whatever this nest is, we'll move along, and I'll make sure to be dragging my hands along the walls, just tearing it up as we go.
Okay.
Not the whole wall, but the stuff.
You know, I
Mhm.
started reading some of those reports. I think I caught a little bit of Dr. Shen's work. I think a lot of this is probably going to be telling whatever is sensing through all this that we are here.
That's good. If there's more, we can end them all at once.
Well, I'm just saying they'll be more prepared the longer we, I guess, tear up whatever this stuff is, and I like point to an action figure on the floor.
Then let's hurry.
All right.
And we'll pick it up to a jog at least, because I can't run as fast as everybody. And my teleport only happens in bursts.
And so you guys are just tearing up this room?
Well, I just wanted to tear up the nest and then move along. Like, was there more to the room? Like, was there said there was a maintenance tunnel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
this seems very similar to the other maintenance tunnels. It's just a bit of the spread the goo outwards, but you can see that for the most part, it is just looks like a standard tunnel, one of the probably thousands of kilometers of which go underneath the city.
but there's no goopity goops or nothing.
Make a perception check.
Don't you dare roll me a 2. 15 points in perception. It just has not been. There it is. Wow.
Okay. So way down the length
That
of the
makes
tunnel,
sense.
you can see that there's a small, like rat-sized thing, and you can see it just like squeeze into a section of broken pipe. Only it wasn't a rat; it was just a ball of meat.
Oh no, they're in the pipes.
They've always been in the pipes.
Yeah, but now I've seen it. So we're gonna say that they've always been everywhere, but now 100%. Oh god. All right. Well, so is all of this garbage down here? We could burn it away and just call it a day.
Is there any sort of like rhyme or reason to the garbage here?
Not really. It's just kind of chaotically muddled around, except around the nest where it's got kind of like placed in a circular fashion.
Right, but there's like nothing that seems like it's been obviously collecting other than like meat and then more meat.
Yeah.
Well, he said shiny trinkets. I thought-
Yeah.
It's because it took
Interesting that
over
they
some.
would collect.
Oh,
but-
there is one other interesting thing. There is what looks like a case of cigars. That is one of the few things that's not been like trashed. And you can see that like half of them have probably been used
Cigars. Ah, shoot. Who do we know that smokes cigars? I could have sworn we had someone.
The
It
Duke.
wasn't. Was it the Duke smoke cigars?
And everything else, honestly.
Okay, that's fair.
But I
Firebrand.
doubt these are like his personal high-class brand or anything. Or
No.
Well, no, okay, they're just basic bitch cigars.
Problem is I'm in the wrong character to recognize.
Yeah.
Right. It's still one of the most conspicuous objects, and if we bring this back to our investigator, maybe they could find out, say, who purchased it.
Perfect. Well, hey, Arc Flash, could you take this back up to the surface if you don't mind? We have to do some cleanup work down here,
Well,
and it's
I
going
can
to
do
get
that.
very gross very fast.
All right. You sure you don't need any other help down here?
Well, you can run really fast, can't you?
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong, we expect you to be down here
All right.
post haste.
I will pull a fire extinguisher off of my belt and hand it over to Scrap. I guess it's my turn then.
Scrap will take a few steps back. He goes, "Don't let us get in your way."
All right, so I do have my fire breath. If there's any additional meat, I can go ahead and simply burn away the contaminants, and Scrap can stop the fires. I
Okay.
can also try to breathe down that tiny hole and just see how much of that I can clear out.
That's maybe like 30 feet down the tunnel. It's not really connected to the other stuff.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not really gonna do a whole lot there.
No.
I think he was saying over. It's not like he's gonna do it in one power sweep. He's gonna sweep this area, then go to that pipe and breathe down that hole. Is
Yeah,
that what
I'm
If anything wants to like sneak attack me while I'm doing it, I'm gonna be fucked. But I can take my time.
yeah. As you kind of burn through this bottom building, bottom part of this kind of nest, you can see that the stuff kind of tries to shrink away a little bit before it just gets scorched. And you know like the lobster pot boiling sound?
Oh
When
yeah.
yeah, it's like that kind of whine. You kind of get that as you're going through it, as like bits and chunks of scorched goop and meat is falling off in the ceiling before being crisped to cinders. Yeah, not a pretty sight.
Scrap is taking
Right,
it
but
in.
this is very
having
pretty
everything.
stuff in the first place.
Hmm.
But it looks like we've destroyed the main nest, and it looks like the hole upwards wasn't really doing a whole lot other than being a hole.
Hmm.
And the only other thing connecting to it was the small cracks that they've managed to build through.
Yeah, and you said that it goes all the way down to the basement, and he said that about 3 floors down it also goes into the walls. Is that what you said? Something like that?
Well, no, like it went through 3 floors just straight to the floors, but then after that is just like a crack down through the wall.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, let's burn our way out of here, call it a day, and not really call it a day because we still need to destroy this thing.
Well, I mean, this thing is as destroyed as it gets. It's ashes here now.
Then what was he talking about when he said it's not ready? Was it this? Just this room? Perhaps a
Well, he's
swarm
still
of
back
flesh
there with
rats?
Dr. Jen, isn't he?
I worry for that man. He meddles with things that are very, very dangerous.
Well, I mean, we could always just see what he's found out. It's still going to take us a little bit to make sure these are clean. I got to go talk to the fire marshal and make sure that he actually gets rid of all this stuff. Or at least recommends the building owner get rid of it as soon as possible and doesn't let it open.
We might want to assist, not us in particular, no, but Task. They would have more everything to do with this. You know?
Right. I guess I'll have to actually write a report this time, and then Career can read it and figure out what he wants to do about it.
I would suggest, and then Scrap will has a sticker on one of his fingers. He goes, "Do not add stickers to your report."
And
would
Firebrand's
look
gonna look
poorly.
at the sticker. He's gonna take it off your hand, and he's gonna put it on the back of his tablet. Close enough.
So you guys gonna come back up to the 13th floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you're going
burn
up, you can see, like, kind of through the door, and you could hear Fire Marshal's talking with somebody. something that was not there before.
Mhm.
Actually,
Yeah.
Arc Flash, where did you moved upwards? Where did you go exactly again?
Well, the way I'm thinking it is there since this is all the underground maintenance tunnels, is there like a easy access path to the surface from the tunnels, or would it be actually faster for me to just go back up the way I came through?
It'd be probably faster to go back up the way you came through.
All right, then I go back up through there, and then my intention would be probably just to, as the fastest way, go back out the window, down the building, and out. But if something caught my attention, I would pause up in that 13th floor room.
Something probably would have caught your attention.
All right.
What are the odds?
I caught your attention because the fire marshal you can see framed by the doorway in his mask is talking in a kind of muffled way to what looks like, well, you can't instantly tell, but you can fairly reliably assume that even though this person is in a hazmat suit, it is in Ordrist colors and make.
Okay.
And they seem to be talking to each other, and you can see him gesture in towards the room, and you can see this front Ordrist guy kind of nods and leads a couple of other people in with like the big foam canisters.
All right. So I pause, like, oh, what's going on here?
It's like, oh well, the Ordrists have a large influence on this area, and they want to make sure everything was all right. I figured they got the resources, so they might as well.
What's in canisters?
Some sort of disinfecting agent. And they're going to
Hold on a second. Let me consult with one of our task experts, and pull up the comm and comm Scrap.
Oh, I guess yeah. This time it would be you'd hear the sound of muffled flames and muffled laughter.
And there would be like some small whiffs of smoke coming up from the hole.
Hey, Scrap, we got some Ordrist people here who says they got a disinfectant. Would that work on this stuff up here, or we need
Do not trust anything the Ordrist say. I'll be right up.
Firebrand's like, okay, I can handle this.
I'll be right back. Like, don't stop burning them. And he's going to, pull himself up along the wall. Throw him, throw himself up, teleport. Anything he can to get up 13 floors as fast as he possibly can.
And like up at the top, you can see the guys in their hazmat suits. There's like spraying everything down with the foam. One guy has like some sort of diffuser at the back that he's turning a handle on, and it's getting a mist out through the air. And it looks like it's starting to dissipate the fog a little bit. But you get up to the top just in time to see them start to like spray everything down.
But okay, so they're just spraying down the fog.
It looks like it. They're also like getting everything up on the walls and all around there.
I'm not. Okay, I was feeling something when I came in here, mostly probably because of the fog and everything downstairs. Is this thing making it go away, or is it kind of keeping it around?
It is kind of slowly diminishing.
Okay, well, I worried it was something else, something collective based, but I can see that really I have no jurisdiction here over them.
Well, but the thing is, you're the expert on this stuff, so.
Begrudgingly, we admit that it's working.
All right, well.
So I guess we'll
figured,
leave them be.
We'd.
No, you were in the right. Don't.
All right.
And as you come out without a respirator on, one of the hazmat suited guys is gonna kind of point over to you. He's like, "Sir, it's not safe over there. Please get onto the highway or get on a respirator."
I don't breathe.
What?
We have an internal respiratory filter system.
You got cybernetics.
Cybernetics. Well,
it's very fancy.
You shouldn't have to rub the dust on anything, all right?
Yeah, yep, all right. Oh, okay, just make sure you let Carrere know when you get back that you will probably need to be sprayed down, and I apologize in advance.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let him know. And I got you cigars here still, so.
Yeah, just I appreciate you doing this, but I am pretty sure. And he looks down the hole. He goes, I'm pretty sure we don't want this building to burn down quite yet. So I will have to abscond for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck. Good. Thank you for letting me know that these. And he looks over at the Ordris and he goes, people were here.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't trust him 100% myself.
You're in the right. Now,
All right, so I'll go secure the cigars.
Nice.
they might have fingerprints or something on them.
Okay.
What's this? Firebrand's fingerprints all over it. In chocolate. What were you doing, Firebrand?
Turns
I
out it was
had a
actually just
bar
chocolate.
before I left, and then I picked it up and handed it over to Ark.
I was in this horrible biohazard zone. I just got really hungry, you know?
Various points during the thing, he just like lifts up the respirator real fast. He takes a bite of chocolate,
I
puts
had
it
this
back.
hankering for meat for some reason.
About every third bite of chocolate, he has to spit it out a screw because he's eaten that supply from that other place the guys were snacking.
Oh my god, the Russian chocolate.
I remember
It's
this
fortified
stuff.
with iron.
Oh god, that shit's bespoke and old. Oh, many months. Okay. So the rest of the...
Yeah, given all this, Firebrand is going to return to disguise and walk up the stairs to rejoin everyone in disguise rather than fly back up the hole or something.
Probably a good play. Okay. You are successfully able to mount your way back up the hole. And nothing else really seems to need to be done there. With the arrival of Ordris, the rest of the cleanup operation seems to be on.
Got cut off there a little bit.
Oh, with the introduction of the Ordris into this situation, it seems like the rest of the cleanup operation is well underway.
Right. I have the feeling undoubtedly they are cleaning up anything they also left behind, but at that point, that's not important anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We should, well, two things: go get cleaned up. You could probably just burn everything off.
It's always nice to do so every now and then.
I mean, don't.
Still requires a
don't do it
shower
twice.
afterwards, though.
Fair. But we should check on the doctor. I doubt he's made progress, but I know nothing of his qualifications.
Fair enough. Maybe he's made some progress in the, what has it been, like an hour since we've been there?
How long did this take us, this cleanup effort?
Took you maybe once you got in the building, maybe like an hour and a half.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is
By the time we get back
squeaky
in 2
clean.
hours, he must have talked to the prisoner by now.
Yeah.
It doesn't talk, it just screams. Doesn't even know what it's doing. I slammed it on the ceiling and it bounced off like some horrid bouncy ball.
Well, screaming is like talking.
Yeah.
It's talking without direction. Anyway, yes, we must go through the cleanup again.
All right.
Yeah. Firebrand's going to fly off, burn off in the atmosphere, fly through a cloud, and that's all his cleaning procedure.
Nice.
Get that acid rain. Really,
Hey, it's only like 20% acid rain. There's still actual water in there.
really shears off the skin. Make sure everything's positively clean all the way down to the surface.
Oh, yeah.
Now, maybe I'll just kill myself. That'll decontaminate me faster.
Jeez.
Where's Firebrand? Always taking a nap and just hold up an egg. Turns out he just got tired of living. That's a shame. He'll be back next day.
Okay, so you guys want to go down to Shen's lab, right?
Yes.
Okay. So going down there, you'd see Shen at the what do you assume to be a two-way mirror. Looking into the room, and you can see this thing is sitting on the floor, and it's just pawing over a Rubik's Cube that's put in there. As it's actually fiddling around with it. It seems to understand the concept of the Rubik's Cube.
It understands colors.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's
to be fair, I don't think anyone would react any differently to having a Rubik's Cube thrown at them.
mm-hmm.
They'd either throw it back or start fiddling with it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just repeating the scene from Day of the Dead?
I haven't watched Day of the Dead, so no.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so they have it's kind of fiddling around with the Rubik's Cube. Dr. Jen's gonna kind of turn as you guys come in. It's just like, you've brought me a most fascinating subject. He's gonna gesture back. Apparently, this thing even has a name.
Ugh. Well, what does it call itself?
It's gonna. Sorry, Dr. Shen is gonna lean in. He's gonna press a button. And he's gonna put on a speaker system inside that room. And it's just like, Polyp.
Polyp.
We have a couple of other people here, and it's just kind of hiss and cringe a little bit at the sound. It's just like, people not good. Watch people through wall. And it's just going like, yes. It's gonna turn back to you. Not exactly the biggest talker, but I'm amazed it can speak at all. We've done a scan through the room. It doesn't technically have a brain.
Turns out you don't need one.
Might be at that Rubik's Cube a while.
Yes, well, it can
Well,
speak, it can locomote. It can obviously process food based on the images you sent us from that room. We just need to know exactly what it is for.
Let's see. And I obviously can still, it wasn't just like remnants from the room. I can still sense that it's something different, right?
Yes.
It's not supposed to be here. That's for certain.
No, and with a tissue sample we've taken, we've determined it has genetic material from a number of different organisms, including 3 separate humans.
You've burned that tissue sample, yes?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Quick interjection.
Yes.
If Shin has access to general stuff, he might have matched the sample that Arsenal brought, Dex.
He did.
Okay, so just reminding GM of that.
Yes. It's like, and this is, we actually had this sample once before. It's we had a other agent bring in, well, apparently gave it to other resident scientists who passed it on to me when he heard that we had a new visitor. It's the same material before, so this thing has been around for a while at least. And
A while, you say?
a while, yes. Maybe a couple weeks to a couple months.
Oh, okay. You worried me.
That's still quite worrying.
Well, cosmic. Never mind. So, when do we plan on what's the nice way to say this? Destroying it and dissecting it, and then burning it.
Well, I think I could extract a little more information. In fact,
Right, we're here. We could go ahead and begin some light interrogation and see what it's willing to reveal.
I suppose so. And
So,
he's gonna once again kind of put his jam his thumb down over the intercom button. He's gonna say, "Hop, get into the corner," and it's gonna kind of wrangle his shoulders around and kind of go like, "Get in the corner. There's no watching points in the corner. Well, no watching points. No people to watch." And just like he's gonna push down on another one of the buttons, and lights are going to shine in from one side, and it's just gonna kind of start scrabbling over to the other end of the room to kind of get away from it, and a plexiglass wall is going to slide up, separating it from the rest of the room, and it's gonna gesture to you guys. It's like, all right, go in.
all right, Firebrand will go on in.
Scrap follows behind, but he's keeping his eye on the thing. It's fucking.
Need the
oh, God.
respirators in here too?
No, well, we recycle the air before anyone goes in.
Ah, okay. So this thing's the source of whatever fog was in the air?
Maybe. could be something else, but there's definitely at least something clinging to it. We haven't been able to get rid of.
Well, we've got several filters full of this junk if you need it for a sample.
I'm sure to get my boys to take a look at it.
All right. Then I can follow the rest in.
Okay.
So, once we're in, Firebrand's going to open up conversation, and he's going to put on a friendly atmosphere for a second and go, "Hi there, Polyp. Do you know who I am?"
Burn man.
Birdman. That's
Stay
right,
away.
I'm
Watch through
Firebrand.
wall. Watch see burn.
How long you been watching?
Many time through wall. Watch.
I've been told that you may have only been watching for a couple of weeks. Is that right?
Week. Yes, week, month, week. This guy kind of flip around its hands a little bit. Short time, long time, polyp, long time, polyp, short time, people, yes.
So how do you watch? A lot of people who watch me just kind of watch the news. You did have a TV up there. I don't think you had it on though, did you?
No, watch polyp, watch wall. Watch through wall, polyp and wall, polyp everywhere and wall, polyp watch long time.
I see. And is there any particular reason you're watching?
He's gonna kind of scrunch up a little bit. Reason not, polyp, just watch.
Just watch. Do you speak for all the organisms that are like you?
He's gonna crumple a little bit more. And he's just like, polyp not want to speak of thing. Polyp not speak, polyp watch. Bad thing happened, polyp.
Firebrand's literally going to like put on a it's okay now kind of body language. You know, if he was like, if he's like scrambling into the corner on his back or something, he's like leaning down on his knees or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna go, "Bad things? What bad things have happened to Paula? You can tell me, I'm your friend. I'm only here to help people."
Polyp bad speak, polyp speak of flesh bad speak. Polyp not polyp anymore.
What do you mean? Do you mean that you've got disconnected from your friends?
It's just gonna kind of, it's gonna cringe up against the wall a little bit more. Not gone, always watching. Is watching polyp watch, make polyp watch.
Hmm.
Are you done being nice?
No, I'm not done being nice, but I'm just trying to think of like the next step or question to ask here.
Like when you speak, it kind of notices that you're there, and it kind of looks over at you, and it says, man, arm, watch through wall when was boy, when was small arm man. It kind of crawls weirdly spider-like across the floor towards the plexiglass wall. Watch boy, and not boy.
I think he
Scrapple.
likes you, Scrap.
Well, I don't like it.
Polyp sees you, boy. Polyp see inside.
Scrap's going to walk up and squat down. He's going to look it in the eyes, or what can pass for eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And goes, "We see you too, Polyp." A very strange name for such a useless puppet.
Only see polyp, not see flesh see you. And it's gonna kind of chirp a little bit. This weird kind of speech pattern. And it's gonna say, arm boy passed. Not arm boy anymore. Maybe part arm boy pup. It's gonna kind of rock back and forth on its feet. Arm boy pup. Big beyond arm boy puppet. Big beyond polyp. Same.
This guy's gonna look over through the. It's a two-way mirror, so he can't see through. But
It's separated, so it's actually plexiglass.
No. I'm saying he's going to look
Oh,
over at the two-way
yeah,
mirror where
sure.
Chen is. He goes, "Would you be mad if we obliterated this thing?"
Yes. Don't do that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. He's been here for an hour and a half. Let's get a
More we
lot
can
more
learn
information.
about these more we can learn about these things, the better we can fight it. You're the only person who knows anything about it, and the only thing you say is kill it.
You're like, yes, listen, Zapman. Listen, Zapman, make right, make bad bright, but make sense. Keep Polyp. Yes.
So, Polyp, what is it that you want?
Polyp want watch. All is Polyp for. Watch. Yes.
What does the person who's watching want? What does the
Person.
flesh want?
Person, not person. Person is flesh. Flesh want. All thing. Yes. All want.
So a little bit single-minded, I suppose.
Had flesh no mind, only want.
Are any other good questions we can ask out of this thing now?
Have you gotten any real answers? As far as I can tell, he's just screamed flesh and want and other absolute garbage.
He's a video camera.
Garbage. You have garbage.
Mark
Polyp
is
want
basically
garbage.
on the right track.
Garbage on, boy. Where's your garbage?
Well, Bob, I know where you can get a lot of garbage, but you're going to have to help me out.
Don't give
I
him any
need to know
garbage.
where the flesh is.
I
need to know more places that it watches.
No, stop. Ask flesh. Flesh, tell if ask. Stop.
There's a lot of garbage in it for you. And I will literally pull out a banana and just shake it at him.
Make a.
Can you make a banana?
I can totally make banana. In fact, I can specifically create any food, and it is real food and nutritious.
Make a persuade check.
Persuade check with banana bonus.
Do I look tasty? Am I attractive to it?
Unfortunately, no.
This took a weird turn.
It has been a while since I've gotten that.
Yeah,
because most of the time,
I rolled a 2. If anyone wants assist me on that, maybe we could pop it up to 15.
I don't think I can help you with this. It would go against my conscience of murdering these things.
Ark, you seem to understand my angle here. You want to give it a go?
Yeah, I can try.
You give him a banana, and they both wave it at the glass.
Here, just take the banana. Just eat the banana. Show them how tasty the banana is.
We are not going to help
Fire
you.
Brand shots it in your face.
Yeah. It's just like. Yeah. Mirror, well, man, give food. He say he give food. And he's going to kind of move back a little bit. Give good garbage. Mirror man give cube. He's gonna pick up the Rubik's Cube. He's like, cube, good color. Mirror man also watch. Polyp watch, mirror man good. Yes.
What makes it a good color? And I'm going to try creating a new object with similar colors as he tries to say what he likes about it.
Is good color and watch all color move all around. Color move perfect in perfect
Gosh, I could create
side.
one of those reflective pinwheel toys.
Mm.
Look at the pretty colors.
I had to put it down. It's just but Polyp not watch cube. Polyp watch cube, but Polyp watch through wall. Watch you. Watch him. Watch arm boy.
This thing's basically a video camera.
You can see through walls.
Yeah.
Polyp, I know how you can watch Arm Boy all the time, every single second, constantly, never ending.
How make watch? And it's looking at Scrap hungrily.
I will go ahead and pull out my tablet, and I'll just pull out a video of Scrap on the couch, just watching TV, and there's probably a little bit of narration to it. It's Come on, Scrap, do something funny for the montage. And Scrap just like lifting up a finger or something.
Just like, do it for the Vine 2.0. Just like,
Look,
fuck off.
see? If you have this, you can see him at all times and know what he's always up to.
Good watch.
You will never lose
Small.
track of him, but you need to help me too, because I need to keep track of things too. You and I are actually one and the same. We both want to watch, and I can help you watch if you help me watch. We can watch together.
Oh my.
How make watch?
Like this, I say as I like play the next clip of like Scrap like on top of a building, like jumping off.
How Polyp make you watch? You make Polyp watch. How
Well,
Polyp?
Well, I can watch with my ears. You just need to tell me about the places that the flesh is, the places that it watches at, places that it acts in.
Watch now, only Polyp. Soon more Polyp. More Polyp, always watching everywhere, watching. Flesh.
Exactly. If you're watching everywhere, then you know where they are, and you can tell us, and then I can tell you everything about where he is. The next clip plays, and it's like Scrap, like looking at breakfast, like, what is this?
It's now to kind of lean into the glass, like almost conspiratorially. It's like flesh below, flesh far below, flesh out, flesh down, in dark place. It's kind of.
If I gave you a map, could you draw all the places that it is?
Give map.
All right. I will go ahead and like fetch a map off of online, create like a paper copy and like a red crayon or blue crayon. I don't know. I've been watching all to figure out which colors it likes.
You give him the 64 pack.
Oh heck
yeah.
Yeah.
He can have the whole pack of crayons.
All right, and there's like a small like little airlock seal thing that you can like shove stuff through.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in goes the map, in goes the crayons.
So you and this is just a map of the city?
Yes.
Okay.
Map of the city, and then maybe like an underground tunnel map.
Okay. So it's going to kind of take the crayons, ask him like, it's going to grab like 5 crayons all in one hand in like a fist motion, and it's just going to start drawing with them all at the same time.
Oh no.
And it's going to be like, yes, flesh, all flesh. All. And it's just going to kind of, there's a distressingly large amount of the city that has crayons on it.
Right, and I imagine though he's like being sloppy and monstrous about it, he's still being at least moderately accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like flesh below, flesh always below, more flesh all time, more flesh. Yes, Polyp knows. Yes. And it's just going to kind of.
This is the most anyone's enjoyed Firebrand brand crayons in a long while.
I think it was
Firebrand hat. It's going to point at your fireman hat. Fireman hat. Make fire go out. Firebrand. No. Crayon good. Crayon fireman good. Yes. And he's just going to keep coloring away. And it's going, and he's going to like flip the map over a couple times, flip it more. It's like flesh not here. Flesh more flesh.
All right. So I imagine he takes this time, finishes the map, and comes to completion at a point.
Well, he's asking more flesh, more.
Oh, you want more red crayon?
No. More sheet, more paper, more map, more yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. I will oblige and provide him another map.
Is this the same map of the city?
I'm not sure, unless he's trying to specify something different about it.
Do the area do a map that has an area outside the city.
Okay, I'll do like a regional map. It's got like France and Germany and Switzerland. It's like, they don't call themselves that anymore.
Yes. It's gonna kind of grab that, pull it through. Yes. It's gonna take. He's gonna take the crayons, just like.
Firebrand just mentioning the corners. At least Amsterdam never changed.
Flesh not want of stay. Flesh of not want Polyp speak. Flesh want speak Polyp watch. It's gonna kind of color it in a bit more, and you can see the area that is the northern glow that starts getting colored in a little bit, and just like In place, northern glow, air hurt, flesh below. Bad thing, machine watch. And just gonna kind of keep watching machine watch flesh.
Yes, it
Flesh
watches.
watch.
And I will kind of like point to the northern glow where it's coloring. Can you tell me what you see out there? The machine that's watching. I believe it has some sort of field out there, doesn't it?
Field hurt, flesh go through field. Polyp go through field, flesh.
I see.
Machine wants stop field not stop.
Right. The machine is also out there with you too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Machine want make stop. Flesh not stop. Flesh make polyp. Flesh watch. Flesh.
He has both his hands on the glass, and he's just staring there wide-eyed as he colors in more and more of the map.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just on a whim, think you could do like a world map, Firebrand?
Yeah, I mean, like, the Mercator projection is still, like, one of the best for this, so I'm gonna go pull one of those up. No, maybe I should pull out one of the octagonal versions. Yeah, I'll just go with the circles. Firebrand, like, creates another paper map and just slides it over.
All right. He immediately tosses the other one aside, grabs this one, this coloring, and like one of the crayons is down to a nub. He tosses it aside, takes up the next one, and you can see there's a lot. Okay, so pretty much around Mega City 4, up into Siberia and the Northern Glow, there's the largest concentration. There's also one in the Northern Pacific, off the coast of China. And there is another large amount in South America, down by down by maybe Chile, down where Mega City 5 was.
Wait,
So,
what
a
is?
fair bit of action around the Pacific, then. Not a whole lot inland, then, from what I just heard, I think.
Not a lot, no.
But not a lot in the oceans themselves, either. Well,
you think-
no, you said, like, off the coast, so yeah, there's stuff out there.
Yeah.
Do you think?
And,
these
of course,
things
the Northern Glow.
Do you think these things are making the kaiju I've been hearing about attacking over there?
It has to be having some kind of effect.
We don't believe so. There was, we didn't feel anything from those things. Those might have just been something else, but they weren't. And he points over at Polyp and he goes, these things fault.
Flesh work many way, our man. Not direct, indirect. Watch make, yes.
They could
Heavy.
be pushing the whatever the kaiju creatures are out. Then, I mean, I've never seen the things. I've only read the reports, obviously.
So if the flesh works so subtle out there, why is it being so heavy-handed over here with monolithic spreads of itself?
Because there's no kaiju in the area.
Firebrand like rolls his eyes a little bit.
It's
No
just
kaijus, doesn't even know his history.
it's just another outsider. Its job is to simply follow its own something. For example, this thing just wants flesh. That's all it wants. It doesn't want anything better.
Want, yes.
I mean,
What
the
want,
collective,
arm
you just-
boy? What want? Speak, Polyp, listen, Polyp, watch.
I'm not
yeah.
listening and speaking to you.
You've still done a wonderful job, Polyp. You are the best at your job, you know that?
Scrap slugs you in the shoulder and goes, "You do not compliment him."
Best job, yes, Polyp, yes, best watch, yes. Fireman, no, fireman hat, no, yes. See, arm boy, Polyp, good, yes.
He kind of puts
I'm
up
gonna make sure that you get everything that we've agreed to, Polyp. You will have non-stop watching of the 4-hour man here.
Good.
It'll be all yours.
Make
And I think
Polyp
he
good,
said-
yes.
Firebrand
said
will,
he-
of course, collect the maps.
I also think I think he said he wanted a fire hat.
Oh, and I'll go ahead and put the fire hat in there. Just a little token for you.
No, Firehat, Fireman. Keep Firehat. Make Paula watch good, yes.
Alright.
Okay, fire hat's fine.
It's hard to tell what he's saying. It all went
Right.
together.
Like, but by now he's like chewing on some of the crayons.
So I'll look over to you guys and go, if there's anything you want to wrap up with, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Dr. Shen about like setting up a TV here. And I think I have like some training videos from the 90s I did. Yeah, I'm gonna go fish those up. I bet a couple of them actually ended up in YouTube. Hold up. And he's just gonna like walk out and like go find like a whole bunch of different footage.
All right, so
He's
Ed's.
probably also gonna put in like the Firebranded Friends cartoon show.
Mhm.
It only
As-
ran for half a season.
But it was an 80s cartoon, so it still makes it cool.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, you didn't hear about the 20XX reboot then that I was doing with
Oh,
Ghost
shit!
and Scrap.
Wait,
To be
what?
fair, that had only got like 3 episodes in before getting canceled, so it wasn't nearly as good.
In any case, as you leave, Scrap is just sitting there, just staring at this thing with both fists on the glass, just staring.
Yeah, it's actually staring back, but like it's over in the corner. You're just kind of there. It's looking back at you, and it's just like, outsiders see you. It's just like with one kind of knobbly finger at you, and then it looks at Arc Flash over there, and it's just like, arm boy, not to trust, arm boy, not arm boy, Zap Man. No.
Well, seeing so far as he's been doing stuff to save the city instead of corrupting it, I think he's got a little more credit with me than you do.
Corrupt city. No. Want to make city of flesh, all one. Yes.
Scrap will turn around and he looks at Arc Flash and goes, as a rule, do not listen to outsiders.
Says outsider, arm boy. Much laugh, yes, haha.
Meanwhile, Dexter's like in the corner of the lab. I feel offended by this.
Yeah. No, Dexter isn't an outsider.
Yeah, he's an alien, not an outsider.
I thought that's what we were referring to as outsiders.
Nope.
No, he's assimilated quite nicely.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good man.
It was just his ship that crashed that Arsenal's technology was based off of.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, looking over at Scrap, Ark reaches out and puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Look, I know this is tough, but we want to help you with this. We got to know more information. You have to admit, we know more now than if we had destroyed him. We've got an idea how bad the infestation is. I'm not saying we take everything.
We have the information. We don't need this one. I could simply make him go away.
Except, what if the good doctor here figure out a type of ammo that could make these things go pop as easily as you make them, and we load it up on all these ARC people, or these task people, and then you have a whole army that could help you take these things out."
Outsider is alone. Yes. Outsider always alone, not like flesh. Flesh polyp, yes.
No, it's fine. Like we understand that there is. It's fine. I'll be fine.
Outsider only understand itself. Outsider, no.
Short-term thing. We'll get until you learn the relevant stuff. We can get rid of.
I can't even threaten it. It doesn't care.
It's actually gonna like straighten up, and it's gonna come up to the glass. It's gonna press itself against it, looking directly at you, Scrap. It's like, boy, far beyond, lose again, lose like every time. Flesh always win-win. Yes.
But here's the difference, and I finally look over at you said he was always alone. This time he's not. That's the difference. He's got people backing him up. Come on, Scrap. Let's leave this little bit of nothing to rot here. I'm sure he'll really enjoy Dr. Shin's attentions.
We'll follow you in a second. Just
Okay.
give us a few minutes.
All right. I step outside.
Scrap's just gonna spend 5 minutes just staring at. We can't say anything to you. That would say you only know what you do, which is watch, flesh, watch, always one flesh. Whatever. It's fine. Dr. Shen will see to you. You'll get crayons despite the fact that you deserve.
That is all right. That's it.
And we'll leave you alone until we're. In which case, who knows what'll happen between now and then. Who knows what I'll be able to do? And he kind of. The glass, because these things, they do so much for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Good to have purpose, arm boy. Do you have purpose, arm boy, where you come from?
He'll get really low. He'll crouch down. And he goes, "You know our name. Don't call us arm boy."
It's gonna hiss a little bit.
Yeah. You'll say it right before, they let me obliterate you. I'll make sure it. And he's going to leave. And he waves to Dr. Shen on his way out. He's like, "We're done. Thank you."
All right, as you leave, the kind of plexiglass wall goes down, and it just kind of stays in the little corner it was in. And Dr. Shen gives you a kind of weird look. And I think that's where we're going to end the session.
All right.
Yay.
Ooh. Okay.
Fun stuff.
Everybody got a PowerPoint, and Scrap got a hero point for that weird shit. And the best line in the campaign. Look at crayons when you deserve death.
Yep, I'm gonna remember that when I'm at Denny's and the kids come by and say, "Look at the kids by you." You'll get crayons even though you deserve death.
Oh my
I'm
god!
sure to
Can
get
you
tips.
imagine someone saying that to your child when you go to Denny's?
Oh, I can.
Oh my god!
But this has gone really incredibly well. We have some impressive information that we've never been able to fully really gather.
That was some solid shit with videotaping me without my permission and then using it as bribery later.
Well,
I
no.
figured these are exactly the interactions we do anyway.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it was without permission because it was because he did say, "Hey, Scrap, do something for the montage," so you knew it was there.
I know, but he's been in the past. He's been like, "Firebrand, don't do this," and he's at a certain point, just third iPad through. The other two, one had a brick thrown through it. The other one is somewhere in the the bay. And
Right, Cloud Storm.
Third one is probably somewhere in the Russian district. And he just keeps pulling him out. So at that point, you're just like, I don't care anymore. I can't. Whatever.
But I think we did
drawer
come
of
to a
things.
moment here where I think everyone who's playing is at least slightly caught up on what the situation and stakes are now. Or at least
A lot of
Ark
weirdness.
was basically brand new and had no idea. And Liberty's been around long enough, I think. So
I think
I've
read some of the reports, knew about flesh encounters, but not necessarily specific details.
Right. And the only thing I would really suggest from there would be a group powwow number 2, where the previous one was just Firebrand, Scrap, and Arsenal going, yeah, Scrap hates everyone, we figured. So now we need to have a new one where alright guys, what are we gonna do? We have entities who want to merge everything. And if either of them goes down before the other, that one probably wins.
Well, technically, we have 3 godlike entities.
Well, the kind
Yeah, we have what?
Don't question it. Go away. Leave me alone. Focus on the flesh monsters and the giant robots, not so much person that used to be a child.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, Scrap's partner has more or less explained himself already. That he's basically just here to stop the extra-dimensional or outer space flush thing. And we've more or less taken him on face value on that, I think.
I do like the no questions. You guys actually did it. And I'm really glad.
Hey,
Yeah,
Firebrand is like, this is a worldwide threat, and this is a worldwide threat, and this Scrap over here is, well, I don't know about being a threat, but he is willing to help.
I don't know. I almost killed you with a soda can.
That's true.
To be fair, death doesn't stop me. Being
That's
permanently
true.
surrounded by spores probably ends me.
Let's
Also,
see
being
here.
flattened by perfection. That probably
to-
stops me. I don't
trying
know.
to think.
That's a
Let's
weird
see
one.
here. I don't think it's water, because that'd be too easy. What's the one way you could kill Firebrand in his egg form, aside from just cracking it and making an omelet with it? He'd probably just burst out of your stomach in a day. So, behold!
I like how we were all like accidentally on this cusp of figuring out Firebrand's regeneration weakness, and then we didn't do it.
I think it's best if I don't know.
Seconded.
Not in a threatening way, just like, so
Oh,
if
yeah.
anyone interrogates me, I just go, I don't fucking know, go away.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
Which is
there's-
also like a good reason not to ask Scrap too many questions. Like, so what is he? What can we do? It's like, I have no fucking idea. He doesn't tell us anything.
I
Why
can
don't we
think
just
of
ask
lots of-
him? And like you show up and you're like, you're bruised everywhere. It's like, what happened? I ask questions.
I can think of lots of ways to keep, that's not necessarily to keep Firebrand from coming back, but going back right back to that egg in a very short period of time. Launch him into
Yeah, I mean,
orbit.
you only have to deal with him once a day, and if you can deal with him once, then I mean, alone.
Yeah, we launch him into orbit.
Orbit's
And,
It'll solve a lot of problems just in general.
Yeah.
Just make him go away the farthest way.
Chuck him into a lake and see what happens.
Well, I figure eventually the flaming effect of you returning back would evaporate enough of the lake for you to survive. It might take a couple hundred years or so of drowning every single day. So your mind might not survive, but you could eventually come back.
Oh yeah, eventually it would just be a giant flame dinosaur who just bursts out of the thing. Like, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh man, that's funny to think about, though.
We should probably let Theta know we're done.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
this has just been
Yeah,
us
do it.
wrapping up more or less.
Yeah.
But yeah, my suggestion for next time: group powwow number 2.
Group powwow?
And we
You don't
figure
have
out
parties.
exactly what we plan to do.
Murder.
It's happening.
Yeah,
The
Scrap's
finale
opinion
is
sure
starting to
hasn't changed.
happen.
In fact, I think Scrap's opinion may have even grown to include more people to destroy.
There's a lot of things. And it all worked out perfectly. The stars aligned. And I was just like, this is amazing. You want to destroy stuff? I want to destroy stuff. We all want to destroy stuff. We can make a thing out of this.
Yeah. At the very least, Firebrand is 100% on board with destroy flesh things, especially after the flesh things themselves confirmed literally everything you said.
That they need to be stopped and they're planning to destroy everything. And like I said about the collective, and you said, no, I shook hands with them. We're okay now.
Yeah, the collective is at least negotiable. I don't think the flesh is, though I decline to actually ask them directly.
Well, they did eat you.
Like, imagine the scene. Firebrand goes back. It's like, oh, can I talk to Polyp, Dr. Chen? It's like, yeah, sure. Hey, Polyp, is the flesh willing to negotiate to not turn all things to flesh? And Polyp just goes, all things flesh, flesh, all things must be flesh. It's like, well, okay then.
Diplomacy has failed, team. Then just
Pretty
punch him
much.
in the face.
Diplomacy has failed. That means murder time.
That's how it works in Wonderful 101. That's how it always works. When you go to a boss, like the main leader will be like, try and talk, like not talk him down, but like, I'm Wonder Red of the Wonderful 101. You need to cease your invasions and immediately and give up all weapons. They're like, no. And he goes, diplomacy has failed, team. And they just beat the shit out of him.
I guess it's fair to point out here that Superman always monologues about peace and law after he beats up people.
Yes.
All right, guys,
So
I'm
it'll
off
be
to make
exciting to see
dinner.
what happens next time.
Yes, it's going to be fucking awesome. And I love
Yes,
it.
yes.
And also,
Stop that.
Haximus Maximus is back, everyone. Yeah.
Haximus
So
Maximus
did
is
you-
Haximus Maximus.
Did you break him out of prison, or are you just doing it from prison?
No,
Oh,
she.
yeah, they're totally in prison.
Okay, good.
They're on parole. Slightly,
have-
or have a parole board.
Wait, they're up for parole, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if I'm following this. So you have a glove that has a connection to somebody in prison, and they're doing the hacking for you.
Yes.
Oh, it gets even better than that.
It's a
He has
fancy
a
arsenal
he
glove.
has Arsenal's gauntlet, and
A
he is
dead man
using it.
gauntlet communicating with someone who killed another one of Firebrand's friends.
Who had declared herself my direct nemesis.
Yep.
There's a lot of layers here.
Well, for something that goes back, what, like 6 months now?
Something
Yeah,
like that.
Haximus was like episode 3.
Haximus was in very early.
Let's see.
Mhm.
The first episode was the introductions and the auction house. The second one was going out into the nothing and having some crazy shit happen. And the third one
Might
was
have
coming
been number
back.
4 because number 3 was Man.
No,
That's right.
that happened afterwards. Human actually was a fair amount after that.
No, because
So Man was like our first public appearance, and then we got notoriety, and then Haximus Maximus targeted us.
Yes.
because Kronos was still alive.
Yes.